So last time on Dragon Ball Super VE, Bardock had reached the end of his Ultra Instinct training with Whis, but soon discovered without power behind it, the technique was useless, leading to the reveal of Broly to Bardock. Meanwhile, however, King Vegeta ascended to a power that had never been seen before, one of a Super Saiyan 4 god. And with this now truly scary power at his disposal, in today's manga, a triggered Vegeta will now try his best to prove it stands as nothing compared to his Evolution Blue form. But before we begin, support this video and channel by leaving a like right now as you're reading this and watching till the very end for its shocking conclusion. Enjoy. So our story continues with an enraged and provoked Vegeta in his Evolution Blue form, rushing in to punch his father, King Vegeta.
That's the way. Show me what you can do, kid.
Mid-flight, however, King Vegeta is so calm, he quickly thinks introspectively.
It looks like that Kakarot comment really got him going. Let's see what that good old-fashioned Saiyan rage does to his power level.
Instantly, Vegeta rushes in, throwing out a barrage of attacks. But shockingly, King Vegeta in his new form just remains smirking, arms folded, and dodging every attack like it's child's play. Unsatisfied with the performance of his punches, Vegeta then yells out,
"Damn you! Try this!"
while his father continues to laugh.
Yes! Try everything in your locker, Vegeta!
But with the slightest of movements, King Vegeta easily dodges once again.
What was that? Can you at least try to hit me, son?
At this point, the provoked and completely antagonized Vegeta then goes in for another more powerful kick, yelling, but instantly, it lands with a massive thud as if blocked. But mysteriously, neither of King Vegeta's arms have moved.
Huh? No way! It can't be!
A wave of shock suddenly covers Vegeta as he realizes his own most powerful kick had just been stopped effortlessly by nothing more than King Vegeta's tail. A feat not even thought possible. He mutters to himself,
His tail? He blocked my attack with just his tail? What is he?
Vegeta then looks up and sees his father once more, still cockily smirking, having not changed from his folded arms, as if just watching in pleasure at Vegeta's utter shock. Vegeta comments,
"This man, is this really still my father?"
While King Vegeta replies,
"Oh, my son, I am most definitely still your father. Just not the one you knew before I entered here. When I came in here, you were to be my teacher. But now, I'm in a league far beyond yours. I now know how it feels to be Kakarot." You bastard!
These words of course completely triggering Vegeta further as his power explodes in rage. King Vegeta, meanwhile, knowing all too well how to push his own son's buttons, just smirks and laughs at his power-up attempt, saying,
"How frail is your ego to erupt in rage whenever Kakarot's name is simply mentioned. It's pathetic enough you even let a low-class grunt like that surpass you. But now, to let him have so much power of you mentally, tragic."
But in the middle of King Vegeta's monologue, Vegeta suddenly vanishes, leaving the king momentarily shocked.
Huh? What's this now? Where did that brat run off to? That was no ordinary vanish. He must have used that instant transmission technique. But using that technique coupled with his undetectable God Key could pose a problem. there's no way for me to know where he'll be. And he'll arrive faster than I can even react.
Before just as King Vegeta finishes his thoughts, Vegeta arrives instantly right behind an oblivious King Vegeta. And suddenly, without warning, then grabs hard onto his father's tail.
Vegeta? You coward! Wait! What do you think you're doing?
Vegeta, now grabbing hard onto the tail, begins swinging his body, yelling as he begins rotating King Vegeta round and round as if he's nothing more than a ragdoll. The disorientated King, meanwhile, is left just muttering,
Vegeta!
And looking at his father as he swings faster and faster, Vegeta yells,
That's enough of your overconfidence! I'll show you once and for all the weakness of this cumbersome tail, and rip it off in the process! Huh? Rip it off? You wouldn't dare! Let go, damn it!
But King Vegeta's pleas are left unheard as Vegeta spins his father round and round so fast an entire tornado begins to pick up and be created just from the velocity. Before then eventually letting go, sending his father flying at insane speeds as he stares from behind. Vegeta smirks and comments,
That tail was attached tighter on you than I thought. But no matter. This is still the end for you, old man.
with King Vegeta just remaining in a state of shock as he flies further and further, unable to control himself.
Huh? He let go? What's he planning now?
And following this, Vegeta then quickly jumps into the air, reaching his still rapidly flying father almost instantly, yelling as he does so,
So, this is the almighty power of a Super Saiyan 4 god, huh? Big name for such a pathetic level of power. Allow me to remind you what true strength is.
Immediately then powering up in his hand a ball of concentrated energy. Firing off a barrage of ki beams, all aimed at the Flying King. Meanwhile, however, the dazed King Vegeta finally regains his footing mid-air.
Enough of this! When I get my hands on him... What the? Where did all these come from?
But suddenly, just as he opens his eyes, King Vegeta finds himself completely surrounded by a wall of ki beams, courtesy of his own son. And as expected, with literally no time to react, King Vegeta is hit by one of them, before consecutively being hit by all the others, resulting in a massive explosion that grows with every new ki beam hit. Unsatisfied, however, Vegeta carries on, rapidly adding to the carnage. Going non-stop until almost all his ki is depleted. In the midst of the massive dust cloud created from the explosions, Vegeta just stands in ominous silence, as if preparing one final move. And just like that, without warning, then stretches out his arm one final time, proclaiming,
Sorry, father, but this was for your own good. No mortal alive could ever challenge the Prince of all Saiyans. Be gone! Big Bang Attack!
Firing off one of his most powerful and most iconic attacks, pinpoint at the King, leading ultimately to a devastating explosion, one that not even Vegeta could have survived himself. Vegeta, having pushed himself to the limit, is left exhausted and dripping in sweat as he mutters,
I did it! I really killed my own father. But it was inevitable. With that kind of power at his fingertips, it was becoming a danger even to me and Kakarot. It won't be as light a decision to revive him again in a year. but it was amusing to see how confident he was with that ugly excuse for a transformation. So much for surpassing me in Kakarot. Ha 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 ha! The fool blabbered on about the power of that tail, but the fool couldn't even defend himself once it was grabbed. What a pathetic sight. Indeed, what a pathetic sight, son.
But suddenly, from the distance, a cold but familiar voice talks, instantly petrifying the prince.
No, it can't be!
And so Vegeta turns around quickly, and to his great shock and fear, King Vegeta stands once again, smirking, untouched, and still in that nonchalant, folded arm stance. The now terrified prince can all but just say only a few words as he lets out,
How is this possible? He hasn't even got a single scratch. I made direct contact!
King Vegeta, however, amused with his son's complete confusion, explains,
I told you, son. I'm just far beyond you now. How you thought such an obvious and brain-dead attack would work is beyond me. But I appreciate the effort. Looks like you're out of juice now, though. And now, it's my turn. Ugh! No!
Unable to accept reality, the prince powers up once more, pushing himself even further, breaking his limits once again, yelling out,
I've had enough of the twists and turns! Unfold those damn arms and prepare yourself for hand-to-hand combat, father! No tricks, no energy blasts, just fists!
But as the infuriated Vegeta rushes in, just inches away from landing his punch on his father, despite King Vegeta still not moving his arms, Vegeta is instantly hit by a barrage of attacks and punches, too fast for even a Saiyan to see. Though not too powerful, the bruised Vegeta is pushed back as he responds,
What the hell happened there? His body didn't even move. How fast could he possibly be?
While King Vegeta, still with a smirk, continues taunting, saying,
What's wrong? Weren't you supposed to attack me? What was that? I thought you were supposed to be a Saiyan prince. I don't remember raising the Saiyan royalty to be so weak. You deluded old fool! I don't care what ridiculous new abilities you have. Those attacks barely fazed me. I'll show you what real pain is! Barely faze you, say? I'll change that for you then, my son.
And again, without any visible movement, Vegeta is once again hit directly in the face. This time, much harder than before. The wobbled prince stands disorientated momentarily, trying to keep calm, but even he knows the power of that final punch is rushing through his body.
You call that a punch?
But instantly, with no more fight to give, Vegeta reverts back to base as he slowly loses consciousness. But King Vegeta does not let up his attack, first uppercutting the Saiyan before just as quickly King Vegeta beats him down to the ground. All the while watching from above with a sinister smirk as Vegeta flies and flies at top speed towards the floor. But just before the prince hits the ground, King Vegeta appears, ready to catch his son gently and break the fall. With his son in his arms, he calmly whispers,
You did well, my son. Our training is officially over. You should be proud of yourself. But I'm afraid now it's time for me to see your friend again.
Following this, the unconscious Vegeta says nothing in return, while his father slowly walks back with him closer and closer towards the hyperbolic time chamber. Soon enough, he spots the entrance, and finally from the outside, the door to the hyperbolic time chamber finally opens. And standing at the entrance, to the shock of Dende and Mr. Popo, is a now base King Vegeta, still holding the motionless prince. The king then commands,
You there, green man! Get over here immediately! My son needs assistance.
Immediately, the two parties then come together, where both Dende and Mr. Popo are shocked to see the extent of their injuries. Dende reacts, Vegeta! Damn, you guys went really hard in there, didn't you? What happened? With Mr. Popo saying,
Oh, Vegeta. I've never seen him so exhausted. He's barely breathing. Come, Dende. We must treat him at once.
King Vegeta then places his son carefully on the ground, cautious to not injure him anymore, saying as he does this,
It seems the fat one is the only competent one here. Yes, young Vegeta has burned himself out almost completely. I fear he hasn't got long left. You there, Namekian! I know already of your healing abilities. Use them at once, or feel the wrath of a doting father. I shall be back later.
To which a scared Dende immediately just replies, Yes sir, sure, of course. I'll make sure Vegeta's back to good health in no time. And with that, King Vegeta walks to the edge of Kami's lookout, looking over the entire Earth. For a moment, a brief lull of regret comes over him as he thinks,
My dear Vegeta, I'm sorry I had to do that to you in the end, but it was a necessary evil to reach my full potential. And now that I've got it... Kakarot! Our rematch begins now!
Immediately then flying off at top speed and with a determined look on his face as he vows to find Goku next. As he continues on to his next destination, he looks around and thinks to himself,
Now where was Kakarot's house again? It's only been a day out here in the real world, but for me, it's been a whole year since I was last taken there. I hope he hasn't left. After training Vegeta all that time, I've only just about learned how to pick up power levels without a scouter. It could prove troublesome otherwise.
As he flies, King Vegeta begins to also reflect on all that has happened so far. The journey he has gone on from the start of his training to mastering the power of a Super Saiyan, to teaching his son more of the origin of the Saiyans, and to finally surpassing even Vegeta himself with a form never before seen in the Dragon Ball Super universe. King Vegeta then finally closes his eyes as he reaches close to Goku's home, attempting to detect his key signature.
Let's see. I remember his key being unmistakably similar to Bardock's. There he is! Looks like he hadn't left his home after all. Typical of a lazy low-class Saiyan. He's more like his father than he'll ever know.
Immediately then heading off at full speed straight for Goku. Meanwhile, however, at Goku's home, the entire family, including Goten and Gohan, are gathered enjoying a massive meal, while Chi-Chi happily serves more and more food. Gosh, Chi-Chi, You outdid yourself again! I could enjoy this all day. But suddenly, a loud knock is heard on the door, alarming all three of the Saiyans. Huh? Who could that be? And standing at the door as it slams open is none other than King Vegeta himself, standing coldly before letting off. So sorry to intrude on your meal. It looks like you're enjoying yourselves. But unfortunately, I'm back from my training, Kakarot, and I'm ready for round 2. Get your things and come with me. After a year in that hellhole, I'm not waiting any longer. Goku, however, who is oblivious to King Vegeta's words and just happy to see him again, smiles and laughs instead, telling his family, "Oh, it's just you, Mr. Vegeta? Back already? That was fast. Hey guys, you remember Vegeta's dad, right? We wished him back not too long ago. Give him a big welcome." The still smiling Goku then offers, "Oh, I know. After all that training, you must be starving. Lucky for you, we're eating right now, and Chi-Chi made plenty. Have a seat. You're going to love it." Chi-Chi meanwhile walks over with a smile and another tray of food, adding, "Oh Goku, always inviting your friends over to eat without letting me know. But yes, of course, I always make seconds, thirds and fourths whenever the boys are around. I know too well how you Saiyans eat." Feeling totally safe around Goku's new friend, she gets closer and outstretches her hand for a handshake, saying, "So, you're Vegeta's dad. I can tell where he got his looks from. By the way, I'm Chi-Chi. It's nice to finally meet." But without warning and in completely unexpected fashion, King Vegeta then smacks the defenseless Chi-Chi with enough velocity, she then falls to the ground, with all the food in her tray she so kindly offered now all over the floor of Goku's home. Immediately, the entire family of Goku is left shell-shocked, for the first time ever seeing someone lay hands on Chi-Chi. As they remain still unable to even understand what they've just seen, King Vegeta just emotionlessly adds,
Stay away from me, Earthwoman. I said I came here for Kakarot, not your hideous attempt at food. Now that's out of the way. Are you ready yet, Kakarot?
But Gohan, looking on at his unconscious dear mother, the woman who raised him, the person closest to him on the planet, to now be on the floor, beaten before his very own eyes, just mutters, "Mother, he hit you."
He?
Suddenly, Gohan snaps as a wave of unrivaled rage flushes through his body.
He hit you!
In a surge of incredible rage, Gohan instantly transforms into a Super Saiyan 2, blowing away all of the surrounding furniture in the process. He continues,
You pay for this! Dad, Goten, stand back! I'm sending him back where he came from! No one hits my mom!
rushing in with a fury rarely ever seen by Gohan. And a direct punch lands right on King Vegeta's face. But somehow, King Vegeta is completely unfazed.
What the? I landed on him perfectly! My fist didn't even move his face! Who is this guy?
As Gohan looks on in complete confusion and fear, however, the king just replies with his voice muffled behind Gohan's knuckles, saying,
Who am I? You dare ask as a Saiyan who I am?
Before tightening his fist and continuing,
I am your king!
immediately then gut-punching the young Gohan, sending him flying through the house, smashing through one end and landing hard on a large tree outside. And with just that one punch, Gohan is left in base form, unconscious just like his mother, just muttering in a daze, "Dad, please. Gohan! No! Stay down, son! What's going on? How the hell has he improved this much? Gohan was a Super Saiyan 2, and Mr. Vegeta is still in base, but that attack didn't do anything. There's no doubt about it. He's gotten way stronger. This could be a problem." Meanwhile, Goten has watched all of this play out and gotten angry himself yells out, "Gohan! Why you? I'm gonna get you, mister!" And then immediately rushes in, too, just like his brother. But alas, he is instantly grabbed by the foot by Goku. "Huh? Dad? Let go!" But Goku, with a serious face, just responds, "No, Goten, stop! Don't worry. Gohan will be just fine. He's been through a lot worse. Go take care of your mother and go upstairs straight away. I'll deal with Uncle Vegeta here and now. He's just not acting himself right now." Goten, however, looks back, tired of being treated like a child, and replies, But Dad, I can... "Now, Goten! This isn't a game. When I say do something, do it!" Snapping instantly at Goten, knowing how dangerous the situation has now become for everyone. Goten, having never seen this side of his dad, finally understands how serious he is, and reluctantly then grabs Chi-Chi and begins flying away to safety. Meanwhile, Goku and King Vegeta are then left facing each other, alone and in deadlock, with the king remarking, "So it looks like you have a backbone after all, Kakarot. Hard to believe we're both fathers, but it seems we both have something in common now. We both instill fear into our sons." Goku, now slowly growing angrier and angrier, however, responds, "Me and you are nothing alike, and neither is your son. It looks to me your training paid off really well, but I wouldn't expect any less when your training partner was Vegeta. But stronger or not, I have no idea what made you think you could come to my house and lay a finger on my family. Like Gohan said, I won't be letting you get away with this, Mr. Vegeta." King Vegeta, however, is unfazed by these words and just smiles, replying, "Oh, is that so? Well, let's have that round 2 now then. Anywhere and any time. And you can be sure to teach me a lesson for harming these pathetic earthlings, okay, Kakarot?" With that angry look on your face, you're starting to remind me more and more of your father. And so, with a deadly silence, Goku then proceeds to just walk towards King Vegeta, not saying a word, before then eventually passing by the king. The tension in the air is so palpable that at any time or second, either of them could unleash a flurry of attacks that would most likely cause the entire planet to quake. Goku, however, then eventually reaches outside and begins pointing in a specific direction, saying, "Over there. I'm not having you destroy more of my house or harm anyone else. We're going to fight where we fought last time, where I last beat you. Follow me." And King Vegeta, just confidently smirking at the subtle trash talk, replies, "Where you last beat me, huh? Of course. How fitting. Lead the way, young Kakarot." And with that, the two men fly off into the sky for their final battle. But that was it for today's video, guys, and if you made it this far in the video, leave me a hashtag Goku in the comments down below, and let me know if you need that Goku versus King Vegeta fight drawn by me ASAP, since as you know, all these epic mangas you see are made single-handedly by me and my team, and they take entire days of non-stop work. And if you wanted to make it that much easier and help us out, you can do so by supporting us on our Patreon. Every little helps, and links will be in the description and pinned comment, but if you want to see more of my signature style of content, just click on one of these two videos on the right now. Until next video, guys, cheers.